So, funnily enough, I have a lot of, like, you know, players I'm fond of in the community, but DeathSpade is one of my favorites because I have yet to find a player that can keep up with my travel schedule. I do a lot of traveling, and I feel like DeathSpade, I've seen them in various corners of the globe. Seattle, the South, you know, the Far East, you know, in Kansas, in Davenport, Iowa. I'm like, dude, you're every dang where. And you know what? I love that. You know, keep staying consistent and keep getting that practice under your belt. However, Dark Wizzy. Now, we ain't talked about them at all.
It's Dark Wizzy.
It's dark. It's Dark freaking Wizzy.
What are we looking at though? I have not seen the Wizzy Yoshi actually.
Wiz Yoshi is present. It is a thing according to Twitter. Now I've seen it a few times. I don't know what his track record is in bracket, but it's getting the job done right here, sending Sora back to Disney, so we'll take it. Uh-oh.
I was trying to find an opening. And yeah, this is kind of the signature character so far. You know, DeathSpade loves to be known as the Bayonetta player, but their Sora is terrifying. They have one of the best Soras in the Midwest, bar none.
I think DeathSpade is just one of the best players in the community at getting the most bang for their buck off hit. And playing two characters like Bayo and Sora certainly drive home that statement. Loving what I'm seeing here so far, despite the deficit here from DeathSpade. Yoshi, Dark Wizzy, of course, playing this one very safe, but here's the issue. Now you have to get in close enough to hit Sora, and if you whiff at all, this happens. Now you get to use those spells and really pin Yoshi down, where they were kind of smothering you with their movement options before. He has to keep those boots in place.
Yeah, and Sora will just get a kill off of anything. That's like the biggest problem here. Yoshi, though, this isn't actually too bad of a matchup for Yoshi because they're able to use that double jump to jump out of a lot of things that Sora can do.
Oh, bye.
Can't jump out of that, though.
No, cannot. That is it's the Keyblade, man. Love that right there. Oh, but I like that too, man. Gonna go for the up tilt right into the up air, keeping this thing as close as humanly possible. DeathSpade, of course, trying to draw ahead here. This is gonna be a tough one, I feel like. You're not gonna be able to swing haphazardly as Sora. Yes, you know, when your record gets started, most characters, they're gonna fear that. But Yoshi, they don't mind a trade here and there.
No, and Sora does not like trades at all.
Absolutely
right? This
not.
is back to with the previous matchup we were talking about. Sora a little bit squishy, a little bit like, I get that 80%, you start being a little bit scared for your life.
Kind of lean into like that Kamehameha tactic, you know, using that fire, staying just close enough for fire to hit. You're still in shield, so I can run up and get that free grab every time. Fire, tough move for most characters in the cast to work around. Okay, nice. Gonna go for the egg, trying to catch the high recovery up. Very good right here from Dark Wizzy to kind of alleviate the pressure and let the eggs do the talking for him.
Yeah, and he's really just in control of the tempo of this game so far. He decides when he wants to go in. He decides when he wants to play back. DeathSpade just having a rough time just forcing Dark Wizzy into his game plan.
Yeah. DeathSpade, of course, has those spells, but Dark Wizzy, of course, is staying out of harm's way. But yes, there's the fire right into the dash attack or grab, depending on the positioning. Oh, my goodness.
Was not ready for it.
Wasn't ready. I was like, oh, that's Smash Attack City right there. But, okay, let him off the hook right there. Try to look for a pivot grab. I like it. I don't love it, though.
Yeah, that's kind of like this whole stock so far. A lot of scrambling from both players, but every time that DeathSpade jumps up onto the shield here from Dark Wizzy, just that nair comes through and, again, wants to avoid those trades as much as possible.
Yeah, you have to, man. Traders is certainly not in your favor right here. I think Dark Wizzy fully aware of Yoshi's place in this matchup as well. And as you can see here, most of the things that kind of get under your skin as Sora, I feel like Dark Wizzy really hasn't had to deal with at all. Knows how to get in, get some clean hits, then get directly out, not dealing with any of the spells that DeathSpade's bringing to the table. And it almost feels like both sides may have counterpicked each other. Maybe DeathSpade not wanting to go.
We live
okay,
those. I'm
about to say, we're Sora. Okay, get back to the stage. But, you know, maybe DeathSpade not wanting to deal with the Bayo-Mario matchup and, you know, maybe Dark Wizzy thinking, well, yeah, I don't want to deal with your Bayonetta either. Let me go my other character, you know. Let me go Yoshi, somebody who has a little bit more, you know, oomph when they hit.
And both of them looking at each other afterwards like, oh, what happened?
Right, the Spider-Man meme. Wait a minute, you're not who you're supposed to be, and neither are you. But that's what game one is. All, you know, all download, all information.
Yeah, and they're getting a lot of information off of each other so far. A lot, and DeathSpade, I don't know, it's going for these counters, right? None of them have succeeded so far, but it definitely knows when that Dark Wizzy is waiting for them.
That's right. Yeah, he's being very, very patient, you know. Most characters who have decent counters, you know, they're going to, when they get into a sticky spot, especially if they haven't used it in a while, they'll try to sneak it in there. Especially if you're a character like Yoshi that kind of has to hold for it. You'll probably have it in the back of your head. It's okay to go for counter here, but a smart player like Dark Wizzy is going to bait out your bait, you know what I'm saying, and then punish you accordingly. Now, 112%, certainly nothing to, you know, smile at, but can still certainly bring this thing back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he knows that DeathSpade just wants to swing off of ledge, not able to stifle it out this time. And this is a terrifying spot for both players, honestly.
Yeah, I would have to say so myself. DeathSpade certainly starting to. Oh my goodness!
Oh, knows just what to do in that situation. Years of experience versus Yoshi.
That's right. He knew. It's like, okay, let me wait this one up. If I get close enough, the panic option will be Yoshi going to try to drop that thing on me. I'm not going to let him do that twice.
I think they're both talking about how they just counterpicked each other, too.
Yes.
It's all smiles here.
That's right.
This is an interesting matchup to see this early on. The 3rd and 5th seed, I don't know, not sure if you noticed, playing for 9.
Yeah.
But Dark Wizzy didn't get upset. It was all DeathSpade's fault for this one.
Yep. That's how it goes. And it looks like neither side going to play their respective, I don't want to say mains, but, you know, I think, you know, these secondary characters are so good. I mean, you know, given the right series of events, you could almost look at these as their mains with how well they're playing. So Dark Wizzy sticking to the Yoshi, bit of a costume switch right here. DeathSpade drawing a lot of blood here. Down throw, rinse and repeat the Rekka. We'll take it. Oh, a third one.
And we see the knowledge as well, because DeathSpade's not going for extended combos, just can't, honestly. But being able to jump out of those is Yoshi's bread and butter. So kind of just stuck getting maybe like 15%, 16% off of each of these strings, but that's just going to be enough right now.
That's right. We'll certainly take that for sure. Don't want to overextend too early on. You know, Sora has the ability to put on a lot of safe damage and a lot of safe percent. The problem is that, I mean, we talk about fighting ghosts. You know, Sora does have the approach. If he does, he's kind of just swinging in place, not doing anything. Oh my goodness, and those certainly had a reach out and a grab a victory right here. Yoshi, Dark Wizzy struggling right here at the beginning of this first game. It looks like DeathSpade has certainly woke up here.
Yeah, kind of used that first game to understand what sort of game plan that Wizzy was fishing for, and then now just exploiting it mercilessly for it. A bit more damage here. DeathSpade very comfortable playing on these platforms, can just float above Yoshi as much as he needs to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, of course, a lot of times that could be ill-advised. My goodness, what in the 2018 hell is going on here? F smash at the ledge. Come on, man. Come on.
If it works, it works, right?
If it works, it works. I'll take it. I remember, like, you know, dealing with Pokemon Trainer, Ivysaur slingshot, F smash at the ledge. I was like, is this really about to work? And it just works. Left and F smash every time early meta, man.
It's painful to watch.
Yeah.
Painful to live through.
It is painful to live through. What a time. What a time. But we are definitely here right now. Fast forward so many years. And these two talented individuals definitely giving us a show. DeathSpade, of course, looking as powerful as ever. Yes, trying to get the Keyblade to victory. I love that upbeat. Looks like Dark Wizzy was able to fall out of it. Woo, fire, yeah. Get out that ice.
There's definitely going for something fancy there. And DeathSpade has been really relying on upbeat to get these kills, and Dark Wizzy has wisened up to it. And he's like, all right, I get it now. I get it. I can just jump out of this one.
I'm woke. I'm hip to your wicked ways. Okay, yes, take this. No nair out of shield right here. Yoshi blessed with some good grounded options, too. Again, that frame 3 jab, you know, it might not sound like a lot on paper, but sometimes just letting Sora know, hey, I don't have any issue in the world boxing you. Yeah, you're going to swing. Let me go for something simple like one of these hits on jab, and then I'll open up that can of kick butt. But you're out of here.
Yeah, that's just the 1, 2, 3. That up air being very true at those percents. Exactly what DeathSpade wants right now. Dark Wizzy just he seems a little bit lost trying to snuff out these options. It is a sword, of course, right?
Yes, it is.
Yoshi has had issues with that.
Yes, it is still a sword at the end of the day. It's just a key-shaped sword, but at the end of the day, it is still a sword. And Yoshi's going to kind of struggle into head-to-head, too. I mean, where Yoshi wants to, you know, historically get in with short hop forward air, you know, most historians can just short hop, flick the C-stick in most directions, and Yoshi is just at bay. Yeah, freeze, my boy. Take you back to the Ice Age, Mr. Dinosaur, sir.
I do miss not having a too big of a crowd to just yell out the magics every time they get thrown out.
That's right. That's right. We'll see what top 8 brings tomorrow. If commentary goes through your house, I don't know if it will, but if it does, maybe we can try to get, you know, the audience in on it.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's right. But it's been brought to my attention that Wizzy's Yoshi has taken games off of Kameme, has taken games off of Own and Steve. Somebody has to check that data, but there is a possibility that has definitely happened. So, I mean, again, I'm not doubting, you know, Wizzy's Yoshi by any stretch of the imagination. It is very clean and very well polished. The fact of the matter is that Sora is just a tall order, I think, for Yoshi. You know, the Rekka, of course, the Sora, not the fastest character in the world, but what the character brings to the table, still authority at the end of the day, and Yoshi's not going to have that ability to jump in on him anymore.
Yeah, and DeathSpade's just very comfortable, right? That first game looked a little rocky here. The 2-stock coming in, though, and Wizzy's probably going to be looking at a character switch at this point.
I would hope so.
Yep.
Okay. Not trying to tell him how to live his life. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He's a young
You wouldn't
man.
do that. You wouldn't do that.
No, absolutely not. He's a young man living his best life. I just don't know if Yoshi is going to help you succeed. But, hey, this is potentially your final hurrah. We will see what the Yoshi brings. Purple Yoshi's
Oh,
here.
he's full committed.
Yeah, he did. I'm committed to the bit, bro.
The purple Yoshi, of course, going to be activating some very deep things with DeathSpade here. Having to deal with that pretty consistently. And DeathSpade, I like the shifting of their options from ledge. They're still swinging, right? Still swinging and jumping, but it's a lot harder to punish Sora, especially when Sora can kind of just shift a little bit every single time.
That's right.
And so even though you know they're going to jump, you know that they're going to swing, there's not too much you can do about it.
No, absolutely not. I'm glad you brought that up. It's like that small micro spacing that I think Yoshis are going to kind of struggle with. They work really well when they know this character, when they jump and do this one thing, they're going to land right here. Sora, of course, you know, comprises some slightly different ingredients, you know, with their movement options. This is going to be a tough one for Yoshi. I do like the ability that Dark Wizzy's been throwing around of Nair. You know, frame 3 option. Don't know how long it lasts, but pretty good out of shield. Pretty good with the approaches as well, too. I think that's something that DeathSpade's certainly well aware of, not allowing him any free access to that. Certainly making Yoshi work for all their aerial options. Good Lord. Come on,
He almost pulled out his entire soul right there.
Yeah, man.
I felt it over here. But we see the distance that Dark Wizzy is now playing from DeathSpade, having to respect, forced to respect the sword. I like the little dance there afterwards.
I did too, yeah. It was cute.
He's a cute character.
Uh-oh, nice up tilt, nice. Quick frame 8 option. I'm saying quick frame 8 option. It's quick in Yoshi's behalf. All right, we'll take it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Yoshi a little bit heavy here, right? Not too heavy, but enough to survive some of these until higher percents here. And Sora not known for killing exceptionally early. Look at that, 150, 160 already here.
That's right. Okay, out of the picture, 175%. A little late to the party. Better late than never, but we'll take it.
I do like how DeathSpade kind of transitions and curates the magic, keeping Fayaga on deck for these early percents just to try to get as much as possible. I think a lot of Sora's just prone to throwing out their magic a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Magic, I think, given the right matchup, I think can be definitely your best friend. I think for here, Fire definitely keeps Yoshi grounded. And like what we've seen in that first game, Fire, boom, holds you in place. I can run up and go for a hit depending on the knockback of the move. Or if not, if you're holding shield, I have enough distance I can cover where I can go for a grab as well. What I'd like to see from Dark Wizzy, too, is maybe, you know, lean into like these up airs a bit more, man. You know, Nair, oh, nice.
There it is.
Yes, there it is. You know, frame 8, right into boom. Frame 5, he's up at this picture. And again, Nair as well, too. Challenge Sora. You know, not while Sora's swinging, but if you know, okay, he's moved around enough, this is around the time where Sora starts to jump, get that boot out before that key comes out. Make DeathSpade think once or twice before, you know, thinking it's okay to jump.
Yeah, and has been doing a good job, this stock specifically, of that, just kind of forcing DeathSpade to pick some different options, and it has not been succeeding so far. Oh, the double jump just barely coming through there.
Back off, buddy. 86%. That's right, getting the thunder out of here. Blizzaga still here. And, of course, has Fire on the ready. Okay, this is not a good, oh, my goodness. Up smash was for sure they're going to go up there with up air, but smart on DeathSpade to come down with the active hitbox.
Yeah, Dark Wizzy just not wanting to contest that. Not worth it for him, honestly, especially with the lead that he has right now.
That's right. Definitely don't want to fumble this one at all. Sora definitely has the toolkit, given the wrong overextension to bring himself out of the corner. Good Lord.
There's just so much damage for very little commitment from his end, right? Press a couple buttons.
Yeah.
And this lead from Dark Wizzy is slowly disappearing. Just as I say that, too, the up smash comes through.
Yeah. Unfortunate. We'll take it. Dark Wizzy in there, man. I got to give it to him. He was, got to be honest, he was fighting for his life. Unfortunate right there for DeathSpade, could not seal the deal. And I feel like top player activation microchip in his brain has definitely been here. Like he's ready now. This could be the start of something good.
You can't even tell that they're like stressed or like this is an important set at all. They're just laughing the whole time.
I mean, honestly, given Dark Wizzy's travel record here, you know, he had a couple of delays. You know, really took him a long time to get to the room last night. I'm surprised he's playing as well as he is. But hey, this is why he's a top player, man. He just knows how to fight through it.
That's why they're there and we're here, right?
Yeah, well, you know. My day back in bracket is coming soon. All right.
We'll be waiting for it. It'll be fun.
That's right. All righty. DeathSpade.
Yeah, there's no stage change so far going back to PS2. It's been a favorite of both players so far.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those instances where, like, you know, the advantages that my opponent gets, you know, they don't outweigh the advantages I get, so I'm willing to let him have his if I can have mine. You know, so
yeah.
not opposed to the situation by any stretch of the imagination. Great stuff right here, right now. Dark Wizzy, of course, playing a little bit better, and more importantly, playing a little bit more confident. I got to give it to him. You know, before, try to keep the match grounded. I don't like that ideology versus Sora at all. Yes, you a little quicker with your jabs and stuff versus Sora, but Sora just has that Rekka, and Sora's simple combos are enough to make Yoshi sweat. However, you start playing the aerial game versus Sora, and you're in for a world of hurt if you're playing Sora.
Yeah, and he's just able to get, I think most of it's like stray hits are coming in from those aerials.
Boy, what you doing?
Even at stocks, he's taking those as well.
That's right. We'll take it, man. There is the down air, looking really good. Up tilt, right into up air, quick option, frame 5. Sora's going to struggle to deal with that a little bit, especially if they're above him. Got to watch how you, keep your movement options. If they aren't ambiguous and Dark Wizzy can scout them out, you're going to be in some trouble. There's the armor.
Yep. Just not able to do anything with it, and it forces DeathSpade to have to rely on either callouts or wait until Dark Wizzy gets up to a high enough percent that he just can't jump out of it.
Sure.
That really just changes the dichotomy of the match.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it, man. Oh, nice. Short hop back here. I like what I'm seeing here from DeathSpade. Slight shift in how he's approaching Dark Wizzy. Kind of playing the long-range game. Safe options, safe forward air and nair options on shield. And then, of course, staying in that Pokeball range. Finding him a lot of success here.
It's a good trade, but a little scary. Yes. And again, we don't really want to see the trades.
No.
You do have to take the stock at some point, though.
That's right. Definitely want to see as many clean hits as humanly possible. Now he's going to go for the fire there that time. It rolls out of harm's way.
That's looking stock, too.
Uh-huh. And looking for those clean hits. Like you talked about before, slowly but surely, DeathSpade kind of chiseling his way back into this joint. Going to go for the first hit right there. Quick frame 3 option. And, of course, chomps on Sora. Gets him into the corner. And the importance of eggs, like you talked about before, is certainly starting to come out in full effect.
Yeah, and you've mentioned, actually, a lot of the up air usage. And Dark Wizzy's been doing a lot more of it out of shield as well. And DeathSpade doesn't really have an answer so far.
No, unfortunately not. Yeah, Dark Wizzy kind of figuring this thing out here slowly but surely.
And slow is really the name of the game.
Yes.
DeathSpade was just on top of him constantly, and now he's made him scared enough that DeathSpade is keeping as much distance as possible.
He knows that the distance is being kept not because he wants to play the spell game, but because he knows it's not in his best interest to try to play the heads-up game with Mr. Yoshi right here. Gets the jab lock with that first hit of jab, and of course, I mean, you've seen how that stock wrapped up right there. Going to close it out, and it's looking like a game number 5, if I may say so myself. There's the up tilt right into the up air. Gets the 1-2 jab. Where you going with it? Nice. Tries to read the roll. A little out of range, but do like the attempt.
And he's just getting so much damage for this, and woo! That's not even going to be the stock there.
No. Yoshi's a big boy.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
okay.
and barely.
I know. I had to think about it for a second.
Barely. Like, he almost was able to live that one right here. Final moments coming down right here. Nice. Getting his combos, getting his money's worth out of these approaches.
And again, it's going to be a lot of like chip here and there. DeathSpade's not going to be able to take this all at once. So
no.
It's going to be a slow roll.
Yeah, Slow and Steady's definitely going to win this race right here. Keeping these approaches ambiguous as ever. Going to go for the forward air, pops him up, and of course, you know he's looking for either nair or up air directly after that. No roll read. I like that he's leaning a little bit more into down smash, knowing that there's a chance he might try to go for a roll before the Sora string. Ow!
He just went for reading his whole life. There's been some smart Thundaga usage, too, just to make sure that his Blizzaga is confirmed. But not going to be helping him out enough. Dark Wizzy going to be taking game 4.
That's right. Now the question is it broke? And if it's broke, do we fix it? Because right now, the Yoshi, I had some questions. I was like, yo, the Yoshi's crisp. I like this. It's dope to see the Yoshi. Where's the Mario, though?
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of kicking myself. I'm sorry I ever questioned the Yoshi.
He committed.
He committed to the bit. He was like, yo, this is an improv class. This is the bit. I'm in it. Can't say the same for DeathSpade. He said, I'm putting Sora back into the Square Enix Disney box. It is time for Bayonetta. The Witch with No Memory costume right here. Things just got scary here, friends. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about how this matchup typically goes outside of KC, but it is a grind normally. Both characters can get a lot of damage off of a single hit, so they just do not want to approach at all.
No, they do not. And I think what's more important is you know, how both sides KO. I think, you know, Bayonetta, of course, blessed with some KO options. The majority of them come out of strength, but then when the percents are high, you know, she does have her very criminally safe back air, you know, that she can definitely toss out and get Yoshi kind of caught into the corner on. Yoshi, of course, looking for most trades here in this situation. The problem is you can't swing too blindly. If you do that, if you swing too blindly, you will get witch times, and that's something Yoshi has historically struggled with in this matchup.
Yeah, and eggs will get you caught for that one. Yeah, so anything that you do has to be very purposeful, especially in that kill percent, those kill ranges. You can see DeathSpade going a bit for the bats, just witch twisting any sort of potential options that Dark Wizzy can do. But Yoshi is going to be living a while here. 146 in that forward smash. Is that going to take it? Not quite. Not quite. Very close, though.
Not quite. That's right. Of course, showing a lot of adaptation right here. Nice. Love that up tilt again. Caught her slacking. A lot of times, Bayonetta thinks she can jump around the opponent for free. If you have a move, you know, particularly a disjointed move that you can kind of just hold out and catch the leg, you know, you'll be in a good spot. Or if you can go for the read on up tilt like somebody as good as Dark Wizzy can, you'll be in a very decent spot as well, too. So great stuff right here from both these two players. Adaptation through the roof.
I like just the call-outs here from Dark Wizzy every time that DeathSpade just walks up on him. He's like, I know you're not going to swing.
No,
I'm just going to hit you with the left.
No, you better not swing. You got slow frame 9 jab on Bayonetta. You know, it's good when you get them caught in it, but it's a pain in the butt to get it started. So, all right, come here.
Dark Wizzy able to get out of it. Not going to be taking it too much damage. I mean, 85 off of it is, you know, you're still living.
Yeah. Still living here, but for how much longer, man? It's a real million-dollar question. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought they were actually... Oh, yeah. Very smart right there for DeathSpade to go to the ledge. Had they landed back on stage, would have been a lot of ending lag on those options, and I definitely, you know, would have been up smash for their trouble. So smart on DeathSpade to actually let it go for the ledge. Oh,
that was definitely a misinput there. Just kind of expecting Dark Wizzy to run up on him, and he just did not do it. Woo! He's been having a hard time teching these tech situations as well, although Dark Wizzy not really in the position to punish him.
No, not yet. Back air, quick option, very, very safe on shield. So we're going to see a little bit more of that, especially as DeathSpade gets Dark Wizzy up underneath that platform. You want to fight out that corner for dear life and make it back towards the Pokeball. Whoa, slow jab, but doesn't matter, though, because you get a... I don't even know. I mean, it's not a gentleman. It's just like rapid jab. It's just better than your move. Yep. I mean, that's how it's always been. You ain't DIing out of this.
No, not at all. He's been going for a lot of these down smashes, just barely out of range every single time. DeathSpade adjusting. You know, we talked about the micro adjustments.
Yep.
Adjusting just a little bit, and you know, Wizzy just can't get these kills. Was able to secure it there. Not too much percent on him so far, so it's not impossible to do it.
Oh my goodness! No, we in it, and we still ready to win it, said Dark Wizzy. I believe that was the jump armor that they used to get out of it. I'm not exactly sure, but
I think so. It's hard to see, right?
Yeah. Once that magnifying glass comes out, I'm definitely an old man. So still looking pretty good right now. Back here, -5 on shield. So going to see a lot more of that right here come out from DeathSpade. But wait a minute, here she's up airs. Is that all you got? She wants to know. Woo!
Oh, man.
Was that supposed to be run off forward air? Was that supposed to be dash
I think
back
so.
at the ledge?
I think that what it was going for at the very least. And this is just a dance of death right here, Rod.
Well, I'm going to tell you, nobody dances better than Bayonetta in this game. So I got to keep it a stack. She certainly has the moves right here, and she has them on full display. All 3 hits. A forward air closes it out at the top of the blast zone. DeathSpade is going to move on. Dark Wizzy is going to drop in top 16.
Wow. What a set, though.